drop 9 back into coverage, just rush the 2 defensive ends. Now, that's even more of a problem for a quarterback because a lot of times you're looking for somebody to put pressure on you, not having all those shirts to throw through.
Saints are the best in the league on 3rd and long. They face 3rd and 14 here. Same formation they got the touchdown on. 3 wide receivers to the far side. Turner couldn't hold it. Turner had it, took a real shot. Newsome and Anthony Newman were both back there, and Turner is...
In the offense, the penalty is declined.
They took the or.
What was the or? Or decline it. Hebert puts this one exactly where he wants to, reads the coverage. Now Turner's running up the seam in the zone, thrown a little bit behind him. You know, he gets his hands open. We saw before on the one up the field he missed, he had his hands apart, the ball went through. The other one on this one, his hands were a little bit apart. There you see the right side of your screen. Stan Brock hanging on to Kevin Green. It's a good throw. It's away from the defender. But
Vince Newsome just crushed him.
Oh. I'll tell you, when you're a quarterback, you get one in, you want it in there. When you know you make the right throw and you know you make the right read.
So Morton Anderson comes on. He'll try a field goal. When we come back, it's already...
To take the penalty.
John Forcade, the holder. Anderson has had a good year, but not a Morton Anderson year. He makes this and is now 15 out of 20 on the season, and the Saints have taken a 10-0 lead. Anderson, the most accurate...
Carson in Cleveland. He, was a runner-up to the job in Phoenix before Gene Stallings got it. He'd like a shot at a head coaching job.
I think he deserves it, too.
Yeah, I do. I think, a lot of times they overlook the defensive coordinators, but really, they're the guys that build your football team. That's where championships are won, is on defense.
Del Pino and Brown are deep. Brown 7 yards in the end zone. He'll touch it down. With a 36-yard field goal, has made it 10-0. So the Rams have to start at their own 20-yard line, and they have not done a very good job offensively in this building.
I think at times you give the defense too much credit, and they may be giving them too much credit to stop the run.
Bell is the tailback. Everett on first down to McGee, almost intercepted. Jackson knocked it away. Mills almost picked it off. Excellent coverage by Ricky Jackson.
Ricky Jackson knows exactly what he wants to do. There you see the left side of your screen. This ball gets tipped at the line of scrimmage. It gives Ricky Jackson a chance to make a play on it. Buford McGee very lucky just to get a hand on it and knock it away. There's a normal face guard. Now that's Pat Swilling's face mask. There's Ricky Jackson's with all the additional hardware.
In a terrible automobile accident earlier this year. Bell, no chance. Vaughn Johnson stepped into the gap and brought him down. And the Saints are throttling the Rams.
I think the Rams, what it looks like to me, Mike, is the Rams are figuring they want to throw the ball short. They've gotten out of what they do well. On this play, they try and run off tackle. But hey, you got those linebackers wiping off inside. Vaughn Johnson making the play. I think with Flipper Anderson and Aaron Cox, you got to stretch it out a little bit. You got to make the Saints think deep and then go short.
Greg Bell, 4 carries, 5 yards, and they love defense in New Orleans. Comes the blitz. Swilling almost got there. Anderson made the catch. Look out. The guy can fly. Waymer held him up. He got to the 40-yard line. Flipper Anderson, who leads the league averaging more than 30 yards a catch, just got 43 on that one.
Sometime a little bit of luck will go a long way. Everett's looking downfield. He said Swilling comes in hard from the right side. I don't think he's throwing that ball to Willie Anderson. I think he's throwing it to Del Pino, who's in front. But as it turns out, Anderson winds up with it, and when you're a quarterback laying on the ground, you don't care who's got the ball as long as it's one of your guys. Look at Swilling take the corner on Irv Pankey. That's what he said he'd do.
Everett's a throw on first down, too high. He had his tight end Damone Johnson over the middle and about 2 feet too high. After that last catch by Anderson, you look back at the playing time he did not get last year is because he was not all that serious in practice. And offensive coordinator Ernie Zampese is not the kind of a guy who's going to say, well, he's a gamer, we'll give him a shot. You have to show it in practice, and this year he's done it.
That's exactly right. He's learned to be a professional.
And look at those receptions. Woo. 6 over 40 yards. 2nd and 10. Bell never had a chance. Vaughn Johnson, Dave Waymer, and a host of others. Wayne Martin, 93, got over there.
You cannot run wide on the New Orleans Saints defense. They've got too much speed at linebacker, and they're just going to fill holes. Sam Mills just hides behind the big guys up front. Jackson turns it into his buddies, and then here comes Vaughn Johnson and company.
Sam Mills down there on the bottom of the pile holding the Everett unloads in a hurry. Anderson, first down. Pushed out of bounds by Waymer at the 22-yard line. He got away from Massey. A gain of 17.
Everett's not going to have a lot of time to throw, but once he sets his back foot and delivers it, this is what he's able to do. Anderson does a good job. Massey breaks on the ball as well, but Anderson comes back to the ball. Now there he just does the old loop around and decides it's better to go out of bounds and come back for another play than take Dave Waymer on head-to-head.
Anderson will be the primary target because Henry Ellard, who's wearing the cap, is out with a pulled muscle in his leg. He leads the league in yardage. Everett on first down. Throwing deep and overthrown. Waymer couldn't hold it. Caught it out of bounds. Intended for Anderson, but Waymer had great position on it.
Dave Waymer told me earlier in the week, he said, I'm going to play deeper than I normally play so that I can close on the ball. Here he is keeping an eye on Everett's shoulders. Now he has a shot at it. There's one bobble, 1 foot in, and obviously out of bounds.
Nice call by the official. Great effort by Waymer. Waymer has had his career resurrected by the movement to free safety.
He says he gets a chance to see everything from there. Studies 5 games back on every team, end zone and sideline.
Duval Love in at right guard for the Rams on 2nd and 10. Del Pino, Vaughn Johnson brought him down as he got to the 13-yard line. The Rams have scored 1 touchdown in their last 4 games in the Superdome, and that was a replacement game. The last touchdown they scored other than that replacement game, Jeff Kemp to Ron Brown.
And who was the guy who was chasing him around again? Pat Swilling. That time Newberry does a good job keeping Swilling out of the rush. I mean, he's he deserves the same respect as a Lawrence Taylor, obviously. Ronnie back in New England, Andre Tippett. I mean, they're all those weak side linebackers.
3rd and 2, and Bell will lose 2. Dave Waymer up from the safety.
Waymer's up in the line. There he comes. You see him just sneak up late on the left side of your screen. Just jumps through where the tackles are. Makes the play.
Lansford, who has hit 17 out of 20 field goals this year, is on to try one from 32 yards. And he puts the Rams on the board. Los Angeles has cut the lead to 7, 10-3. All on ESPN beginning next year. Hard to believe next year's 1990, isn't it?
I know. Where did all the other years? Where did the 80s go?
Henry Ellard on the sideline, cheering his teammates on. Cooper Anderson sitting in front of him. Rams kicking off. Taken by Rod Harris. Big hole up the middle. Flag is down, and so is Harris at the 35. Will check the penalty. Jerry Gray made the tackle.
You know, really, that's one advantage, Mike, that a team has that's playing the Saints with Morton Anderson kicking the ball in the end zone so often.